A lot of BS. Nacho Figueras buried Harry Netflix's Polo doc with new interview. Prince Harry's life is always in the spotlight. But what happens when a close friend criticizes one of his big projects? Nacho Figueras, a Polo buddy of Harry's, recently spoke out against the Netflix documentary on Harry's Polo life. Figueras called much of the documentary BS. Did Figueras really trash the Netflix documentary? Let's dive into the interview that's got everyone talking. We'll explore what was said, why it's important, and how it affects Harry's image. Stay with us as we break down this exciting drama. It could change how we see Polo, celebrity friendships, and Harry's life after royalty. Nacho Figueras, the loyal friend and Polo teammate. To understand Figueras' comments, we need to know his bond with Prince Harry. Figueras is known as the David Beckham of Polo and has promoted the sport worldwide. He and Harry have been teammates and friends for years. Together, they've played in charity matches and tours. Their friendship was admired by many. So, when Figueras criticized the documentary, people wondered what happened. Figueras has always supported Harry, praising his charity work. But now, he seems to have doubts about Harry's media projects. The Netflix Polo doc, more fiction than reality? The Netflix documentary on Prince Harry was highly anticipated. Fans wanted to see his life, including his love for Polo. But the documentary got mixed reviews. Some said it was too dramatic, like fiction. Nacho Figueras spoke out against the documentary. He said it was a lot of BS. His comments have sparked controversy. Figueras' statement raises questions. Was he talking about the Polo scenes or something deeper? To find out, we need to look closer at his interview and Harry's media ventures. What Nacho Figueras actually said. Breaking down the interview. In his interview, Figueras was clear about his disappointment. He said the documentary focused on drama, not reality. Figueras felt the filmmakers didn't show Prince Harry's Polo life accurately. They wanted to show things that weren't really there, Figueras stated. A lot of it was blown out of proportion. It wasn't about the sport, or even about Harry, in the way that it should have been. It was more about creating a narrative that fit their agenda. Honestly, a lot of it was BS. Figueras' comments are revealing, given his loyalty to Harry. His criticism of the documentary shows his genuine frustration. He believes it did a disservice to Polo and Harry's true character. I love Harry, and I know where his heart is, Figueras said. But this documentary didn't show that. It showed something else, something I didn't recognize. The drama behind the scenes. Was Harry misled? Figueras' comments raise a crucial question. Was Prince Harry misled by the producers of the Netflix documentary, or was he fully aware of the direction the project was taking? Given Harry's own experience with media manipulation, it's hard to believe he would participate in something that misrepresented him. Yet, it's also possible Harry was more involved in the project than we think. If so, Figueras' criticism could signal a deeper rift between them and Harry's public image. The Netflix documentary was part of a broader media strategy by Harry and Meghan. They aimed to carve out a new identity in the public eye. But Figueras' comments suggest this strategy may be backfiring, affecting how those close to Harry see his new life. The royal connection. How Figueras' comments impact Harry's public image. The timing of Figueras' interview couldn't be worse for Prince Harry. He's already under scrutiny for his media ventures and strained relationship with the royal family. This new drama adds to the complexity of his public persona. For years, Harry has balanced his royal connections with forging a new path. But if even his closest friends are starting to critique his media projects, it could signal a broader issue with how Harry is managing his post-royal life. Public perception of Harry has always been mixed. He's seen as a rebellious, free-spirited royal who broke away from tradition. Yet, critics argue his media ventures often feel inauthentic or overly calculated. Figueras' comments suggest Harry's efforts to control his narrative may be alienating those who know him best. The future of Harry and Figueras' friendship. So where does this leave Harry and Nacho Figueras? For now, their friendship seems intact, despite the public criticism. Figueras still supports Harry and believes in the causes he's championing. Yet, the tension between them is hard to ignore, and it's possible this could be the beginning of a more significant rift. In celebrity circles, public statements carry weight. Figueras' decision to speak out, even in a relatively mild manner, suggests there's more going on behind the scenes than we're aware of. Whether this will lead to a deeper fallout between the two remains to be seen. But for now, it's clear that Figueras' comments have added a new layer of complexity to Harry's already tumultuous public life. Conclusion. A moment of reckoning for Prince Harry? Nacho Figueras' critique of the Netflix documentary might seem like a small blip in the grand scheme of royal drama. But it speaks to a larger issue at play. As Prince Harry continues to navigate his new life outside the royal family, he faces increasing scrutiny from the media and those closest to him. Figueras' comments serve as a reminder that even in the world of celebrity, authenticity matters, and when that authenticity is called into question, it can have far-reaching consequences. Now, the world waits to see how Prince Harry will react to this controversy. Will he speak out about Figueras' comments, or let them fade away? How will this affect his future projects? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: this story is far from over. As the controversy dies down, we can't help but question what's real in celebrity and royal worlds. Nacho Figueras bluntly called it a lot of BS. This makes us wonder how much of what we see is real. This article dives deep into the interview, Prince Harry and Nacho Figueras' relationship, and the impact on Harry's media ventures and image. Navigating the celebrity-royal crossover. Why authenticity is key. In today's world, royalty, celebrity, and public perception blend together. Prince Harry's move from royal to global celebrity was strategic. It was a calculated step in the competitive media and public relations world. Harry's new ventures, like the Netflix documentary, put him in a different arena. Here, the rules are different. Unlike his royal life, where he kept a stiff upper lip, Harry now needs to shape his public image directly. This should give him more control over his image. He can focus on causes like mental health and veterans issues. But, as we're seeing, it's more complicated than that. Figueras' comments suggest Harry's image-shaping efforts might backfire. In celebrity documentaries, authenticity is key. Audiences can tell when something feels fake. If your friends call out the BS, it raises questions about your true self. The pitfalls of celebrity documentary culture. The Netflix documentary is part of a trend where celebrities show curated versions of their lives. While they offer a peek behind the scenes, they can feel scripted. Figueras' critique hits this point. In today's world, people want realness. They don't want a Hollywoodized version of someone's life. They want raw, unfiltered moments. Unfortunately, Harry's documentary missed this mark. Figueras' critique shows. Figueras, a world-class polo player and philanthropist, was upset by the documentary's portrayal of polo. He felt it was used as a backdrop for personal drama, not the focus it deserved. He believes it misrepresented polo and Harry's relationship with it. Can Prince Harry course correct? With this criticism out, the question is, can Prince Harry regain trust? Celebrities often make mistakes in their media ventures. But Harry's situation is unique. As a former royal, his every move is scrutinized. To correct course, Harry needs to focus on what made him beloved. He should emphasize his authenticity, compassion, and dedication to causes. His media production is still new, and mistakes are part of a learning process. But if he continues with content that doesn't resonate, he risks damaging his image. Nacho Figueras' comments are a wake-up call for Harry. They remind him that being real is key, even in celebrity documentaries. If Harry focuses on showing his true passions and values, he can fix any damage from the documentary. The royal fallout. Will the British monarchy weigh in? Prince Harry's controversies always spark talk about the royal family's response. Even though Harry and Meghan stepped back, their actions still matter a lot. This latest drama could hurt Harry's relationship with his family even more. The British monarchy might not officially comment on the documentary. But this situation makes Harry's role as the rebel royal even more complex. His choice to leave royal duties and live independently has been debated for years. If the documentary gets more bad publicity, it could make Harry's post-royal life seem less successful. This might make the royal family think his projects are bad for the monarchy. But the royal family might just let Harry handle it himself. They stepped back to control their lives more. Whether this choice is working out for them is still up in the air. Celebrity friendships under scrutiny. Figueras' role in the drama. Celebrity friendships are tricky, and Harry and Figueras is no different. Figueras' comments on the documentary are big because he's always supported Harry. This shows even close friends are worried about Harry's media choices. Friendships can get tough when the spotlight is on. Harry and Figueras share a love for polo and giving back. But being famous can put a lot of pressure on their friendship. Figueras speaking out shows he's under a lot of public pressure. He still supports Harry but is worried about how he's being seen. This is a big concern for both their friendship and Harry's image. What's next for Prince Harry's media ventures? Harry won't give up on media production, even with the documentary drama. He and Meghan are building their brand in the US media will likely stay a big part of their plans. To succeed, Harry needs to learn from past mistakes. Figueras' criticism and the public's reaction are lessons in being true and telling real stories. If Harry makes content that shows his true self, he'll connect better with people and avoid more problems. Harry's future projects will likely focus on causes he cares about. He's already shown commitment to mental health, the environment, and social justice. These areas are perfect for him to make a real impact. But if Harry keeps making content that feels fake or too polished, he might lose his audience and friends.